On this week's show, DI demo on the Apple TV, the PC version releases, and Wave 3 figures coming in hot. All this and more in episode 111 of the Inside Infinity podcast. Do you like Disney as much as we like Disney? Of course you do, or you wouldn't be listening to an Infinity podcast. Well, if you like it as much as we do, head over to MediaMeltdownPodcast.com and check out the Mousecast, a bi-weekly podcast about all things Disney. Disney theme parks, Disney news, Disney movies, Disney rumors, all things Disney. Co-hosted by the one and only friend of the show, Steven Krellin. So head over to MediaMeltdownPodcast.com, click on that subscribe button, part of the Res TV network. This episode of the Inside Infinity podcast is brought to you with support from Gonda Chris. Gonda Chris is an amazing custom Disney Infinity and Amiibo artist, as well as just artist in general. She's been so kind to donate a custom Stitch figure to us for Extra Life this year to give away, and so that is super awesome. So you should definitely check out all of her wares at gondachris.storeenvy.com. Hello everyone, welcome to Inside Infinity, episode number 111, recorded November 2nd, 2015. I'm one of your two hosts this evening, Will Kelly, and joining me once again, Mr. Lloyd Hansen. Lloyd, how are you doing tonight, buddy?
You know, Will, I'm doing okay. I have bloody knuckles from fixing my car, but I'm doing okay. I won't show them on camera, so I don't scare any of the younger kids that are watching, because it's pretty gruesome here.
Well, did you get your car fixed? That's the important part.
I did. I don't want to get an infection because these are my gaming hands, and as opposed to my other hands, I guess. I don't know. Yeah. Other than that, I'm doing fine. Will, thanks for having me back.
Thank you for coming back, buddy. It's awesome having you back again this week. Did you have a happy Halloween?
I did.
Yeah.
The whole family, we dressed up as Assassin's Creed characters, and we stalked the night away. It was pretty great. It's actually surprising how many people know, like, that don't really play video games.
Yeah.
They know who Assassin's Creed or what Assassin's Creed is, and like, hey, you're Assassin's Creed. It's like, well, no, I'm Ezio, but yes, I'm from Assassin's Creed. It was actually pretty funny seeing everybody, like, from like 5-year-olds all the way up to like 50-year-olds. It seems like it's a pretty recognizable franchise, which kind of surprised me. And for our whole family to go out as assassins, it was pretty darn cool.
That's awesome.
How about you, man?
I just brought up on screen your you and your kids and their outfits, and these are killer. They look so good. You sent me pictures of this prior to Halloween, and I was just like, oh man, those look so awesome. They look pro. And you're like, yeah. So
yeah, they turned out really well. The only problem is I ordered a hidden blade for my arm, and my hidden blade didn't come out or didn't actually ship. I don't have it yet still. It's been like a month of it not shipping to me. So I'm quite disappointed. But other than that, I guess I didn't have my hidden blade to kill people, which is probably a good thing. So I'm here, not in jail.
There
so
you go.
Okay.
You didn't want to get the too far in character. So
That's very, very true.
well, that's awesome, man. Well, I'm glad to hear that you had quite the Halloween. It sounds like your kids had a good time as well.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. How about you? You good times, giving out candy and all that fun stuff?
Mine was low key but awesome. It was the first year in a place where I could give out candy, so that was cool. I've lived in a townhouse before this, and no kids came around, so it was awesome. Kind of participating in that respect, just handing out candy and watching scary movies, two of my favorite pastimes. So
Nice. Well, it sounds like fun.
yes, sir. Well, I'd like to thanks everyone who is joining us during our live stream. Didn't realize intentionally do this, but I guess we're going live right as Disney Infinity is going live talking about the new characters. So I want to thank everyone who popped on over to our channel. Blue Blur, welcome. What's up, Alvin? How you doing? James, good seeing you, my friend. Kingdom Keeper Parker, Romulus, how's it going? Luke and Manor Toss. So thank you all for joining us. Really happy to see you in there. I think we're going to have a fun show. It's going to be kind of low key. There's not a whole lot of news this week, but there's some news nonetheless. Let's just go ahead and get things started. Lloyd, what do you think?
Sounds good.
Perfect. All right, this first piece of news is coming at us from DizKingdom.com. And so Lloyd, you and I are big Apple guys. We're kind of fanboys. We're in that category where we're fans, but we're not overzealous when it comes to our fandom. But both of us were pretty excited about last week. The brand new Apple TV was released, and the big deal about this new Apple TV is that you can now install apps on it. And one app that came out last week is actually not a full app, but a demo, and that is the Disney Infinity Apple TV version. So, Lloyd, what do you think about this? This is kind of a surprise and but kind of cool at the same time.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting. I don't have a new Apple TV yet. I want to pick one up. I have currently 3 Apple TVs in my house. So my wallet's screaming at me, thinking that I have to replace $600 worth of stuff that works perfectly fine right now, but it's not the latest and greatest. So I'm going to have to eventually upgrade. Probably going to do it a little bit slowly. I like I like the fact that it's out there. I'm not quite sure what to make of it yet because they had promised the full app, and then we get the demo on day one. I get that maybe it's not ready, but I wonder why it's not ready. Is it proving more difficult to develop for? Are there other issues, or is this just kind of the plan that they had all along, where they wanted to just come out with a taste, wait till a couple more Apple TVs are in people's houses, and then bring the full box package to game stores?
Yeah, you are making kind of an interesting point. We don't know what the release date is. We know it's coming, and JV and the announcement said he's happy to share the opportunity for people to get a chance to play the game prior to the starter pack officially launching. And so it's very much meant to be kind of a taste. You can download the app and experience the Battle of Yavin from Star Wars Episode 4: A New Hope. And it's been optimized for the new Siri Remote. And I don't know. I mean, that part kind of excites me. It's Luke in the chat is saying it's not a demo, it's an experience. And I think the Apple TV Remote is kind of a new. It's been done before, but in the world of Infinity, it's kind of a new control method, I guess.
Yeah, it's kind of like a Wii remote for Nintendo Wii, but with a touchpad on it. So it has a few buttons, but mainly you'll be using kind of the touchpad with your thumb to do it. But it supports waggle, so you can do all that fun stuff. So it makes me curious on how this game actually plays and controls. A lot of the games that are coming out, like I was browsing the top 100 list, and the bulk of all the games coming out support MFI gamepads. So there's a whole pile. There's like the Steel series that looks very much like an Xbox One control. Most of the games coming out are going to support these as well. But it always makes me kind of wonder how they're going to support just the little tiny Apple remote with waggle and touchpad. I'm kicking myself that I didn't go pick up an Apple TV today, because it would be cool to play with that and chat about it on the show. But we'll have to wait for another time.
Yeah, so Luke over at maxi-geek.com saying JV just said on the other stream that the starter pack will be in Apple stores in the next few weeks and will come with the SteelSeries Nimbus controller.
There you go. I will pick that up for sure.
That's awesome. I mean, that controller is awesome. I have the first SteelSeries remote or game controller, kind of the mini one I got last year for Christmas, and it's super awesome. I use it all the time to play Disney Infinity, and I think that's really cool that they're bundling that with the game, because I'm excited to check out the Siri Remote, but I have a feeling I'm going to prefer playing on a more traditional gamepad.
I wonder what the cost is going to be for the starter pack, because the Steel Series Nimbus is $50. So if it's like $75, you're pretty much paying $25 for Disney Infinity and then getting a controller anyway, which you can use with every game. So this might be like a pickup that most gamers on the Apple TV end up picking up, just because it's an easy way to get a controller and a decent game, or a really decent game, to go along with it. So that's pretty exciting. That
is exciting. More exciting news coming at us through the wire in real time. Lloyd, we should just be rebroadcasting the other stream. Alvin is saying that on the other stream, JV just confirmed Black Suit Spider-Man is coming as a single figure. So, I mean, we've kind of known that for a while, but it's nice to have that confirmation.
That's great.
Lloyd, maybe you know the answer to this. I think I know the answer, but I'm not sure. Kingdom Keeper Parker's asking in the chat, can the controller work with the iPhone app? It should, right?
Mm, yeah, I think so. Yeah, they all use MFI, but the weird thing about those controllers is you can really only pair them to one device at a time. So if you pair it to your iPad or your iPhone, and then you want to use it on your Apple TV, you have to unpair and repair. So yeah, it should work. If you're just buying a controller just to play the mobile version, you can definitely do.
Yeah, and here I'm bringing it up on screen now. For those interested, this is what the Nimbus controller looks like. So it looks very much like a cross between a Xbox One and PS4 controller. Traditional X, Y, A, B buttons, the dual analog sticks, D-pad, and then sort of that menu button. So yeah, that's cool. And I think you're right, Lloyd. I think as long as you repair, you would be able to use it on the app. It's just gonna kind of be a pain, I guess, if you're going to be transferring that controller back and forth often.
Yeah, I'm trying to Google around to see if the Disney Infinity on the iOS version, the current one, not the Apple TV version, supports gamepads. I can't find any information about it.
It does. That's because I use my SteelSeries gamepad for it. So, and it works great. I mean, it's kind of trippy because you're sitting there playing, and the graphics are much improved over versions of long past, and you're playing with a controller where all your muscle memory is acting as though you're playing on a console, and it's actually a great experience. Not quite the same, but pretty close. So I bet the Apple TV version will be almost on par with consoles, at least in gameplay. Maybe not graphics, but who knows? Maybe in graphics too.
Excited. I'm very excited to check this out. I think it will be a fun way for people to get kind of not I guess I can't really say low cost. $200 is the same as buying Wii, but it's going to be another multi-use device that you have in your house, and then a cheap way to get a really good game to play on it. I'm excited to see what happens with the Apple TV and the whole iOS ecosphere across iPad, iPhone, and Apple TV. How many games will come out to support all three? Like all the Disney games that Disney's releasing on the iPhone. It would be cool to play some of those Frozen games on the Apple TV as well. I know my kids love them on the iPad and iPhone, but if I could play it on the TV, they would love it even more.
Yeah. Yes, sir. Well, I think you convinced me. I think I got to get one now, just for research for the show. And honey, I'm not sure. I just had to buy it, do this Disney Infinity thing, and it's research for the show. Don't get mad at me.
My co-host guilted me into buying one. I have to buy one. He says I'm not cool unless I buy one.
Lloyd. He's so nice. I couldn't say no. I couldn't do it.
I didn't want to anger the Canadian.
Cool. All right, my friend. Well, the next news item is, we've been talking about actually the last couple episodes, so we're not really going to go too much in depth here. But the PC version of Disney Infinity 3.0 released last week, so it released on October 27th. This news is coming at you from InfinityInquirer.com. And the cool part about this is that you can download it as long as you're on a PC in pretty much any way you want to access it. You can get it directly from the Disney Infinity website. You can get it from the Windows Store or the Steam platform, which is pretty cool. It's all about that access.
Sure.
So yeah, I'm not going to read through the specs, but it's pretty low in specs. So as long as you have a relatively recent computer, then you should be able to should be okay. It takes about 12 gigs of space as far as a hard drive. What were you gonna say, Lloyd?
No, I just I bought a new laptop, well, an old new laptop, I guess, because I wanted to do some streaming with some Windows apps. And the first thing I installed was Disney Infinity through the Windows Store, and it looks and plays great.
Yeah.
I have I replaced my hard drive with a smaller SSD just for speed, and it's like, 12 gigs, that's going to take a large percentage of my drive. But for most people, that wouldn't be a problem because you get machines now with multiple terabytes for the same price. But it's pretty big for what it is, but it looks like it's the full shebang, so that's pretty darn cool.
Yeah, I think for a lot of people, they're just either PC gamers or they prefer the control methods of Disney Infinity on the PC. You can use keyboard, mouse, and a controller / joystick. So I mean, you can do everything in the console, but a little bit more. I've yet to really dig too far deep into building with the keyboard and mouse, but I kind of have a feeling that would be a pretty enjoyable and easy experience. So
Definitely.
cool. If you've had a chance to play, we've had some of our listeners reach out to us and give us their thoughts, which is super awesome. Thanks for that, Lloyd. And yeah, so I don't know. I think it's cool. So tell us your thoughts if you've had a chance to play the Disney Infinity version on PC. We'd love to hear your thoughts and kind of tell us why you've chosen to play on the PC edition if it is your preferred version.
For sure.
All right, buddy. Well, last news item. I said it was going to be a quick one. Actually bringing up our Instagram. Instagram.com/Disney Infinity TV. It's just a reminder that Wave 3 figures are coming out this week, tomorrow, as the show is recorded. So Darth Maul, Spot, Ultron. The only one we don't have listed here is Hulkbuster, but he is also out tomorrow. Lim, during his... I love Lim's little preview video. So here's Ultron. Ultron looks awesome. So Lim does not have access to these, but he was able to get his hands on a few figures and try them out. And he was telling me, he called me, and he was super excited. He's been super excited about Darth Maul and Hulkbuster specifically, but I guess his favorite now, after checking him out, was Ultron. So he's saying, dude, Ultron's where it's at. Spot just looks awesome.
It's super cute.
What was that? Sorry, you were. I had to turn down the volume a little bit.
Oh, I said, yeah, Spot just looks great. The character is just super cute. He's tiny, looks super fun, and he looks kind of like a mixture between Yoda and Stitch, with how fast and stuff he is. So I'm really excited to get these 4 characters. They all look like they're bringing something new to Disney Infinity. Darth Maul, I mean, it's Darth Maul. You have to have Darth Maul. But all the other characters look really interesting. Seeing Lem play with Hulkbuster made me want Hulkbuster, and now I guess I got to get Ultron too.
Yeah. He was saying Ultron's where it's at. He didn't really go into specifics just because he was so excited. He's like, dude, Ultron. And I'm like, Lim, you're always so excitable. But no, that's cool. So just a reminder about that. I agree with you though, Lim. I'm super excited about Spot, because that was one thing that was really cool about Stitch was kind of his stature. You know, he runs around on all fours, and Spot does that, and as you saw there, he throws dirt on guys as an attack, which is pretty cool. So can't wait. That comes out tomorrow. Be on the lookout. There's lots of sales going on this week to kind of help with the purchase of these of the Wave 3 figures. So Wave 3 figures and also the Good Dinosaur Power Disc also will come out this week. So
yeah, there's a lot of sales, as you were saying. Toys R Us has like 4 for $36 or something for 3.0 figures, and 4 for $26 for 2.0 and 1.0.
Yep.
If you're part of their rewards club membership, whatever that is. We don't have that up here in Canada, so that's a little bit unfortunate. So yeah, there's going to be a whole pile of sales all over the place. I've seen a lot of ads from different retailers. So get out there and save some bucks.
Definitely. I mean, this is what we kind of always talk about when we're discussing the release of new versions of the game. It's like, if you can wait, you're going to have those sales. And we're just starting to get into it. I think the sales coinciding with the launch of Wave 3, but here real soon, it's going to be Black Friday here and Boxing Day up there for you. Or no, it's not Boxing Day for you yet. But you have Black Friday type sales around Black Friday, right?
Yeah. The retailers are starting to do Black Friday up here as well. They know how hyped it is in the States, so they're trying to get in on that.
Cool. So yeah, if you haven't gotten all your figures yet, you got time. So yeah. So if you are interested about those deals that Lloyd was just talking about, Infinity Inquirer actually has a great write up this week about these sales. So you can go over there and find out that info. Cool. Well, Lloyd, that's all we got to talk about, man. I think next week we're gonna have a ton to talk about, because we're gonna be talking about all those things that are happening on the live stream. Maybe that's what we should do. We should go over there and do our research, or I don't know. You probably have a Best Buy open up there, right? You can go get Disney Infinity and Apple TV and
Sure.
check it out. I wonder how you could.
It's only 8:30. The store's still open. I should go head out right
You should see, and then you can blame me to your
now.
wife
That's right.
about you picking it up. I ended the show early, so you could. No, I'm just kidding. Is there anything else you want to talk about Infinity since we have some
Uh,
time to kill, or
Not really.
no?
I've been looking at a lot of the figures that are coming out. Of course, we're getting the last of them, almost the last of them right now. So I'm really excited to jump into that. I'm really eager to play around with the Apple TV version when that comes out. I think it's going to be a fun way to play, mainly because my Disney Infinity 3.0 is on my PS4, which is on the big TV in the basement. But if I could get an Apple TV up on the upstairs television, then the kids can play upstairs and do that as well. While I'm playing DI downstairs, they could play DI upstairs. The only problem is there's no cross play. So it would be awesome to be able to do multiplayer level or multi-platform level building through that.
In real time.
Unfortunately, that's not going to happen. But I'm really eager to see how good the Apple TV version is.
Yeah.
I think, if the iOS version is pretty much feature packed, feature complete, I can't see the Apple TV version being any different than that.
Yeah. In fact, I expect it to be a little bit more so. Having the base in there. I don't think we're going to have any of the freemium stuff that we have to deal with, and yeah, it's just going to be. It's cool. It's really cool. And yeah, on that note, if you've had a chance to check it out, you should definitely let us know and give us your thoughts if you do have a brand new Apple TV. Alvin in the chat is asking you a question here, Lloyd. Are you looking forward to any? Oh, never mind. We'll talk about that on another show. It's nothing bad, but just a different game. So that's awesome.
That's...
All right, well, Lloyd, I did forget to do a little bit of housekeeping. So before I let everyone go, let's go ahead and do that. So the first thing I want to do is give mad props to
Extra life.
Yes, that will be last. But first, I want to give mad props to Lim. So we did have our first, hopefully the first of many, our first meet and greet, our Disney Infinity meet and greet. So this is a picture they took setting up. He did it at the Best Buy at Appleton, Wisconsin, and he had giveaways, he had quizzes, he had some toy box racing, just a lot of fun. And I'm just gonna bring up Lim, the photog king, took some pictures with people who stopped by, and everyone seemed to have a great time. I watched his Periscopes, and if you haven't, I think they're still archived up there. You should definitely do it because it was hilarious. Lim is the constant showman, and he made a couple great Periscopes and took some awesome photos. And so, Lim, good job on that, man. Super stoked that it went well, and yeah. What are you laughing at?
Just the pictures he puts up. I'm wondering, is that really Lem, or does he have a cardboard cutout of him in that face? And people just come and stand with the Lem standee and take a photo with him. If that doesn't exist, we got to get that made. That would be awesome.
Absolutely. I mean, it's like the Jason mask. Every single one of these is identical.
Exactly. So funny. Oh, Lem's awesome.
Oh, he is awesome. So he's actually working tonight. So shout out to you, buddy. Cool. Well, that is that. So yeah, we're hoping that this won't be the first and only one we do. We're hoping that maybe we could reach out to other parts of the country and possibly world, I guess. I don't know if there's people interested in other places. So yeah, stay tuned for that. We will keep you posted on that. Next thing we wanted to mention is our final reminder of Extra Life. So we are once again participating in Extra Life this year as a team. We're doing it a little bit differently this year. We are not only teaming up with another website, disneyholics.com. I'll bring it up on the screen here. And you could head over to disneyholics.com. There's a link on the side there that will take you to this article, and then you can find out all the information about the team. And so we've joined up with Chris over there, and the team name is To Infinity and Beyond, and anyone can join. You don't have to just be a part of the DITV group or the Disneyholics group. Anyone can join, which is super awesome. So we're opening it up since Disney themselves aren't doing an Extra Life team. And we're just playing video games for kids. We've done this. This is our third year in a row. And yeah, we're super excited. We're going to be live streaming the entire event, all 24 hours, but we're doing it in shifts this year. So you'll see me for part of it. You'll see Logan for part of it, Chris for Pirate Steve C, Lim. We're all going to be doing it, and we're just kind of doing it in shifts. So as in years past, we've all been streaming all at once. Now we're just going to consolidate it and only have one of us stream at a time. I'm meeting up with Christopher to actually do some live racing. I think we're going to have kind of a mini tournament with him. But yeah, you should definitely head over and check it out. And if you can't support by joining the team, you can always donate. There's no amount that's too small. We have lots of giveaways. We have that custom figure that I mentioned earlier from Gone to Chris. We have, I'll bring that up here on screen because it's super cool. It's a Moana Stitch, which actually it's a Maui Stitch, but super cool custom. So we're giving that away. We have an auction going on, and all proceeds are going to be going to Extra Life this year for some custom Disney Infinity artwork donated by one of our listeners, which is super awesome. And yeah, we have some figures and other things to give away too, but we really appreciate any support you get. Grinning Ezra in the chat donated to the whole team, which is awesome. So thank you for that, Jeff. So yeah, if you're interested, head over to Disneyholics.com and just click on the Extra Life link there, and you'll find all of the details. You'll find details about the giveaways. You'll find details about the auction for that custom artwork. So it's super cool. Any thoughts on that, Lloyd? I know, unfortunately, this year you're not going to be able to participate. You have some family obligations. I think you're going to be out of town, right?
Kind of, yeah. There's a lot of stuff going on that weekend, which is unfortunate. I'd like to do it again. Done it 2 years in a row. 24 hours of pain and laughs. I really enjoy it, so I'm kind of bummed that I'm not going to be able to do it this year, but we'll have to make plans to do it again next year.
Absolutely. I don't think it's going to stop anytime soon. So yeah. So check out that info. It's for a good cause. It's for Children's Miracle Network, and super excited to be participating yet again. So cool. Well, Lloyd, that's it for me. I've been talking a lot in the last 5 minutes. I think you should just go, just talk, just randomly talk.
Okay. What can I say? How about I read out the chat room? Taylor Lynn 589. Okay, my emails have stopped coming. Actually, it's 12 gig on Windows 10. That's inside. It's supposed to be insane. I don't know what that's supposed to be.
You got to do it like a fireside reading. Like you have you have your robe and your chair next to a nice like bearskin rug, and I don't know how that accent would be, but
I'll work on it.
Okay, for next time.
For next week, we'll do that. We'll do dramatic reads of the chat room.
I like it. The Mousecast is doing something similar over there on the Res TV network. They have a fireside with Jeff over there, which is pretty awesome. So
nice.
Cool. What's that?
I said we'll have to maybe copy them and steal some of their thunder.
Yes, we're part of the same network. It's all fair.
All good. It's all good.
All right, my friend. Well, remember, everyone, this Saturday we will be live streaming all day for Extra Life. So this isn't your last fill of DITV for the week. So again, check out Disneyholics.com to find out all that info. Lloyd, thank you so much again, my friend, for joining me yet again.
Yeah, thanks for having me, Will. It's always fun to be on.
It's nice having you on, and Jason actually was going to be on this week, but unfortunately he had some last minute things. So everyone, don't forget, give your love to Jason. Oh wait, there he is. Here. Crikey.
I'm not going to do the accent again. I make people angry when I do that, so I'll just I'll look through the eye holes.
I like it.
Dance around.
You could that could be our lead out. So all right, buddy, well, thanks. I'm sure we'll have lots to talk about next week. So yeah, thanks everyone who joined us this week, and until next time, we hope your week is filled with infinite possibilities. We hope you enjoyed this week's episode of the Inside Infinity podcast. If you like what we do, become a Hall of Hero member and check out our Patreon, patreon.com/Disney Infinity TV. Also, check out all of our other social media. Subscribe, rate us if you like us, and let us know how we're doing. Also, check out our parent network, resd.tv or youtube.com/resdtv.